It was a little bit of a Jekyll and Hyde performance from us. I do think, despite where the scoreline ended up, I thought we had some really positive moments. We played a good 20 minutes of really high-level offense, maybe 30 minutes of high-level offense where we were taking advantage of some of their showing. We were moving the ball pretty good. When they switched, we were able to put in the post. And for a long time, our field goal percentage was good, was very good, especially for this environment, playing against an elite team. And, they're very good. Wisconsin is a very good basketball team. I know I was at Florida last year. They are a team that can advance far in the NCAA tournament. I firmly believe that. I knew that going into today. I think today showed that even more. Where we need to grow as a basketball program is we got to finish better. We got to finish better. I was a little disappointed with where the ultimate margin, where the ultimate score line went to. And some of that's human nature. I think our guys were competing. They really wanted it badly, and the realization that the game had suddenly kind of got out of reach kind of hit them, and we just didn't respond to it the right way, okay? But give all the credit to Wisconsin. They're a great team, a team that I expect to be awesome in the Big Ten Conference and be able to play second weekend and potentially beyond. They got all the stuff you look for. They got a lot of shooting. They got a lot of skill. They play together as a group. And one thing, I don't even know if Coach Gard heard it or not, but I heard one of their players with about 1:20 left in the game say, hey, 9 turnovers, all right? Take care of the ball. And that's culture. That's program. Like, it was important to them to not turn it over one more time, and they didn't. They finished the game on 9 turnovers. So credit to them. They're doing the right things, and I would be very optimistic if I were a Badger fan.
Thank you. Questions for Coach? John, right up front, please.
Early in that last 8-minute stretch, kind of quite the performance from John Blackwell. Kind of what makes him so difficult to defend?
There's a lot to it. He's a very good athlete, so you're nervous about pressuring up into him too much because he's got burst and athleticism and get behind you, get on the rim. But at the same time, if you just gap him, he can really shoot too. So it puts you in a bind. He's a two-way threat that way. And then I think the way the coaching staff uses them, the patterns that they use, the motion that they use, it's hard to guard. It really is.
Got a question? Give him a mic, please.
DJ Smith, I think 23 points. Guy has played in the NCAA tournament. What did it mean for y'all to get him after you got this job, and just what has he kind of done for y'all in the preseason, getting ready for this year?
Yeah, I'm excited about DJ. I really am. He's been one of our best guys throughout our scrimmages, throughout practice. I think he's a guy who can be a bit of a matchup threat in the CAA conference because he can really shoot the ball, and he's also quick and hard to keep in front. So we'll keep getting better. This was a little bit of a knock to the chin today, but we'll cut up the film. We'll look at all the positive things that we did do. We'll identify a couple areas where we could be a little better, and it's a marathon, not a sprint. That's one thing I know about the college basketball season. Progress is the most important thing. If we get better between now and the end of March, everything we want to do, everything we want to accomplish is certainly possible.
Michael?
Going back to John Blackwell, the difference in the look that he and Nick Boyd present at the top to the defenders at the top of your defense, I guess, what difficulties do kind of those change of tempos and the difference of playing style present to your defense?
Yeah, no, they're tough to play against. They can kind of crawl up under you and heat you up and make it hard. We tried to really emphasize moving the ball and just trying to keep them on a run. And I think for moments in the game that we were able to do that. I think there was a good little 8-10 minute stretch between the end of the first half through the beginning of the second half where we were doing it. But when the ball stagnates, then their athleticism, their ability to move side to side, their strength really shows itself, and it was hard for us to create advantages and score on them one-on-one.
Nick up front.
Yeah, Coach, you talked about kind of taking advantage of some of the way they were showing that Wisconsin was in the first half. In kind of that extended run late in the second half defensively, did you see anything different, or did you just feel like it was a little bit maybe less execution?
No, they locked in. They did what good teams do. That's why I would be very optimistic about this Badger team is like we were able to kind of chip into it. I think we got it to maybe 67, 62 or something. And it was that kind of a big moment of like, all right, what is this game going to become? Is it going to become sort of this tight, nervy game that goes back and forth? And it didn't become that. They kind of put their foot on the gas and clamped down defensively. They started pressuring us really hard. We were having a hard time just moving the ball, and we gave into it a little bit. There's some stuff we could control a little better to move it. But if I'm a Badger coach, I'm pleased with how they responded to that moment.